Hi Aquarius, this is astrologykiki with your March horoscope. I know last month I said it was going to be a busy one, and it turns out so is March. So here we go. This month, the focus for Aquarius will be on your second and third houses. So your second is your house of earned income and possessions, and your third house is the house of travel, short trips, communication, siblings, relatives, community. There's a lot of stuff under the third house. It could be writing, marketing, advertising, phone calls, communication, either written communication or verbal communication. So it's a very extroverted, communicative house. At the end of February, we had a new moon, actually a solar eclipse, in your second house of earned income. So hopefully that will bring in a whole new slew of money or budgeting or something. Hopefully will increase in that area. It's a kind of a new dawn of some earned income there. And that will really carry over a bit into the first week of March. There's going to be a lot of communication. Mercury, the planet of communication, will be in your second house, and I expect that overflow to come into March a little bit there. On the 8th and 9th of March, there is a sextile, which is a positive aspect between Pluto in your 12th and Mercury and the Sun in your second. So possibly some kind of new opportunity arising around your house of earned income, and a lot of talk and communication and initiation with regards to that. Now the thing about a sextile is that it's really it's an aspect that means it's not going to fall into your lap with the sextile. You actually have to go out and get it. So it's just that the opportunity is there. You have to go out and take advantage of it. So if there's any kind of earned income opportunity that you see around the 8th or the 9th, go out and take advantage of that. And you should have some positive results there. Now, mid-month, the 12th and the 17th, there's some squares there, and squares mean that it's a challenging aspect, but it basically means something happens that pushes you into action, and you need to act in order to overcome whatever obstacle is in your way. And this is with regards to Saturn in your 11th house, and it's affecting both the 12th and the 17th, your second house, which is your house of earned income. Now, the 11th house, it often signifies groups, committees, organizations, acquaintances, but it's also a house of financial gains. So when you have Saturn in your 11th and it's square your financial house of earned income, you may expect maybe some expense on that day, something that you might see money going out the door rather than in with the square in Saturn. Saturn likes to teach lessons, and Saturn wants you to be cautious and responsible and conservative. So if you do have something on either the 12th or the 17th that's requiring you to spend more money, just try to take the most conservative approach possible. Now on the 12th, there's a full moon in your 8th house, which is another financial house. So your 8th house will actually be opposite of your second house, and your 8th house is your house of shared resources. So if you're getting money from the family, or giving money to the family, or maybe it's a shared resource between you and an institution like a bank with a mortgage or a loan, or an insurance payout, or a lottery, or commission, anything where it's a shared resource in that sense, where you are receiving money through an institution or family. And so just beware on the 11th with that full moon. You do have some opposing forces with regards to finances, as well as Saturn in square to those. So Saturn is a tough planet. I always kind of cringe when I think of Saturn square something, but so again, be cautious, budget wisely, be conservative. That's Saturn's lessons. On the third week of March, there is a conjunction, which means these planets are side by side, between Mercury, Venus, and Uranus. Mercury is the planet of communication, Venus is the planet of love and money, and Uranus is a planet of surprises. And so those are all in your third house of communication. So I would expect, of course, a lot of communication going on this time. It's also the house of travel, short distance travel. So you may see yourself hopping in the car or taking a quick plane or train ride somewhere, not too far. And probably a pleasant surprise. Venus tends to soothe things over and make things a little bit easier. So during that time, it should be nice. Something with regards to communication, siblings, contracts, travel, advertising, marketing should work very well with both. And I would expect a surprise in there as well. On the 28th, there's a new moon in your third house. So again, third house. I don't know if some of you out there are starting a writing project, writing a book or a blog, or some kind of marketing project. Maybe you start down a new path with your siblings or relatives or community. Something with regards to either travel or contracts, and people in your community. It's a very, again, like I think I said before, it's very extroverted. You're reaching out, you're communicating a lot with those in your community. And on the 29th and 30th, there are some challenging aspects of squares between your third and your ninth house as well. Mercury, on the 29th, Mercury in your third house is squared to Saturn in your 11th, and Jupiter on the 30th, Jupiter in your 9th is square Pluto in your 12th. So right there, you have two travel houses that are in square aspects there. So be careful traveling near or far on those days, or communicating with those near or far. You could have some issues or some things that will just get in the way. It's a short-term aspect, but you could have something come up, maybe with travel plans, delays, communication, things over the wires sort of getting kind of funky on you. And that's March for you. Thanks.